Hello. So today I am going to be going out and I get anxious before I go out. So I figured that we could do like a get ready with me and it could feel like we're hanging out to hopefully dispel some of this anxious energy. I also worked out right before this to kind of help. I'm wearing the robe that I wore for my sister's wedding and it is so nice, but it does this a lot. And I learned my lesson during the wedding, so I have a tank top underneath. Okay, it's not a big deal. I've known these people forever. I have about 45 minutes until I need to leave, so let's go ahead and get started. I already put on the Ordinary hyaluronic acid in the shower. I just started using this actually, and I think my skin feels good, but I don't think I've been using it long enough for it to like really have made a difference. And then I used the Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer with 50 SPF. This gives my skin a white cast, so I would not recommend. One of the things that always stresses me out before going out is like what I'm gonna wear. I don't remember how long ago it was. Someone told me that no one's gonna approach me with the way that I dress because I cover up too much. As much as I tell myself, like, one, that person's opinion does not matter. That's something that has stuck with me for years, and I think about it before every time I go out. Not that I necessarily want people to approach me, but at the same time, I want to be approachable, and I get in my head about that, but then I remind myself that it literally doesn't matter, and anybody who is meant to be a part of my circle will be a part of my circle, no matter what I look like. So that freaks me out, and it makes me overthink like what I'm gonna be wearing because I want to be accepted. One of my most distinct memories when I was a kid was people saying, just be yourself. And at the time I was like, well, who else am I gonna be? Like, that saying bothered me because I didn't understand it, and now I understand it. I feel like we got really deep really fast. Was this too deep? Should we talk about something else? So earlier I was supposed to be working, but instead I finished reading Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey, and it was so cute. I love Fox, don't get me wrong. Fox is a fox. I think my favorite part of the book was actually Hannah and her character development. It felt very personal to me. Her journey to becoming the main character and accepting that she can be the main character. Kind of at the point where I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can be a main character. I should romanticize my life and enjoy it because I'm only gonna be this old once. And I want to look back and remember that I had fun. But fun in my own way, because I have fun being at home, reading my books, and I will continue to do so. This is just gonna be like I shook it too much. This stresses me out with like the loose powders. Am I supposed to just use it all? I have like a lot of chaotic energy right now. I didn't take my ADHD medicine, so maybe that's why. I did have coffee though, and coffee either makes me focus like my ADHD medicine does, or it heightens my anxiety. Maybe that's why I feel the way I do right now. What else can we talk about? Can you tell I'm great at like holding conversations? Okay, it doesn't make sense. I've talked to a camera since I was 14 years old. Even before then, because we have vlogs from when I was like in elementary school. My sister went off to 5th grade camp, and we have a vlog of me with those big ass like handheld cameras in the mirror of the bathroom, zoomed in way too far in my face. It's like this. And I'm showing her all of the things that she's missing. She wasn't missing anything. So you think that I would be good at just ad-libbing. I mean, I guess I am more comfortable now, like, than I would be if I was out in public, unless I had a little bit of alcohol. Also, nobody ever talks about how difficult it is to make friends as an adult. Actually, yes, they do. They talk about it all the time. How difficult it is to make friends as an adult. Where are you supposed to meet people? And that's not even talking about like the whole dating scene, which I don't even want to get into that. Does anybody else feel like this? Actually, with my personal Instagram, where I have like all of the people from like high school and college following me, I don't really post on there, partially because I'm like, they don't need to know what I'm doing with my life. I feel like a lot of times the personal platform is used as like a bragging, like, oh, look what I'm doing. Oh, I'm getting married. Okay, that's not really bragging. They're happy. I'm happy for them. It's so easy to compare yourself to people on there and like where they are in their lives. I'm in a very different phase of life, and that's okay. Especially because I used it so much for like my job. It just became something that felt like work, and I felt like I needed to portray myself in a specific way, and I got really sick of it. I feel like I need to focus on this because it's getting all over my eyelid. I say it as if that's any different than normal. Now that I'm talking through my makeup, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of forgetting what I'm doing. I think I already put powder on. Yes, I did. I for sure did. I'm super hot, so I think I might wear a dress. I feel like I never wear dresses, so are people gonna be like, oh my god, you dressed up? No, I didn't. Why do I overthink these things? Literally, one of the things that I've learned as I've gotten older is nobody thinks about you as much as you think they do. Also, one of my favorite people on the internet. Her name is Natasha Ocean, if you don't know her. I'll put like her links in my description box. One of the things that she says, I love it so much and I repeat it to myself so much, I feel like I might as well just get it tattooed on my body. I won't, but I think about it a lot, is the way that you look is the least interesting thing about you. And I repeat that to myself every time I'm gonna go out. I repeat it to myself every time I think about that person that told me that I needed to dress a specific way for people to want to approach me. I think about it every time I look in the mirror and I feel like I'm not good enough. I repeat it all the time because it has really helped me. So hopefully that's helpful to anyone, because the way that you look is the least interesting thing about you, as it should be. I mean, I got a whole slew of fictional characters up here. I think that's very interesting. Speaking of books, I know I told you guys I wasn't gonna buy more books, but I did. I only bought one, because I went to Barnes & Noble with my mom. It was a special occasion, okay? And I didn't buy like 5 books. I wanted to buy Heartstopper, but I felt like I was getting more bang for my buck with Weather Girl, just because I know I'm gonna finish Heartstopper in like 30 minutes. I do wanna read it still. I wanna read the whole series, especially before the Netflix series comes out, which I'm really excited for because the trailer looked so cute. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. I really need to watch the trailer for Thor, because it came out this week, and I also need to watch the final trailer for Multiverse of Madness. I feel like I'm just layering on mascara at this point, but mascara is really all I wear on my eyes, so we like to make them pop. I'm actually having a story of my life. Ooh, you know what? I didn't do any of the contouring. It's because I'm talking. I bought this years ago. Is that healthy? Probably not. I mean, it still works. I don't even know if I do this right, if I'm being totally honest. I contour with the heart. What time is it? I'm getting nervous. I've had such a hard time lately because none of my clothing fits. I don't know if it's because of COVID or just because I'm getting older, my body's changing. I bought a bunch of clothing last year and none of it fits me anymore, which is very frustrating because clothing is kind of expensive. But also, like, I've had a really hard time convincing myself to give myself some grace. Clothing is supposed to fit you. You're not supposed to fit clothing. But it's still like this war in my brain. What else do I need? I need to clean my eyes. This has been my saving grace, the Micellar cleansing water. Oh yeah, my left eye was a mess. I feel like I look at that. I brought up a bunch of topics and I don't know if I've actually closed any of them. Sorry for the chaotic conversation, but this is real, this is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Who I'm supposed to be? I loved that movie as a kid. The idea of a famous pop star falling in love with you, I ate that shit up. All right, I think I'm done with my makeup. I never hear people talk about this, but I love this stuff. Highly recommend. It definitely keeps my blush and my powder contour, which you know doesn't, for some reason, those are always the first things to go. Anyway, I gotta do my hair now, which I'm not gonna do anything special. I just, either, we should do a transition. What should I do? Hair flip? Hair flip. Killed it. So I just blow dried my hair a little bit to kind of help re-straighten it. I shouldn't have done that. I can't believe you've done this. We're watching Ted Lasso right now, and Roy Kent is my favorite grumpy man in the world. Did I need this at all, though? What am I doing? I love my bangs. I love them, but it's supposed to rain tonight. This is a good look for me. It's supposed to rain tonight, and I have curly hair. And curly hair plus bangs means my bangs go... They need to be a little bit longer if I'm gonna pull off the Taylor Swift Willow era. So we could do like a high ponytail that keep my bangs in there. You can see the little sprouts. Or I can use the hat to kind of deflect from myself. Add a little bit of mystery. I think I kind of like that idea. No, this is the move, right? Right? Save that for later. I just totally missed my bed. Now we'll go in with the Kerastase Discipline. This stuff smells incredible. We'll just add this to give it some life. Oh, also, what I have stuck in my head right now. Harry's new song that he sang at Coachella. I was listening to it like all day yesterday. So let me know if you've heard them. Which one did you prefer? Boyfriends or Late Night Talking? At first, I was like, Late Night Talking is it. But now, Boyfriends keeps getting stuck in my head. And like it's so good. I feel like I need to just like dance out my anxious energy because it's still here. What time is it? 5:56. I never ended my workout. Let's change now. Transition number 2. Hydrate, don't dehydrate, y'all. Outfit options. First off, I got everything from TJ Maxx because that's who I am. I have this one, which is kind of like a t-shirt dress. but it's a little bit on the tighter side and we're gonna be eating food. So do I really want to feel like I need to suck in when we leave? Because I'm going to enjoy my food. Or I have this one, which is the complete opposite. So the red might be a little bit too in your face for me right now. I bought them this week, so please excuse me while I cut off all the tags. Hello. Oh my goodness. Do you want to say hi to my video?
Sure. Hello.
Do you want to help me?
Material-wise, which one will
Material girl.
warmth?
What?
Which one will give you more warmth?
Well, the thing is, this one's flowy, so will it let more air in?
Right.
Thanks for your help.
You have assistance.
We've decided on the green dress. Hopefully you guys agree too, because you can't exactly tell me right now. So if I made the wrong decision, don't tell me because it'll hurt my feelings. Let's do one last transition so I'm not late. Yay! Okay, I need all the accessories. We need this. We need our rings. I need my shoes. I think I'm gonna need shorts under this because I feel like I'm naked. I can't do it. I thought I could. I cannot. What do we think? There's a wasp at my window and that freaks me out. I'm wearing these pink Kohan shoes that my aunt gave me years ago that I have worn to death. They're not really pink anymore. I hope that you guys enjoyed this chaotic get ready with me. Not gonna lie, it definitely helped me to feel less anxious now because I feel like I talked through it with you guys. I post new videos every Friday, so if you guys liked this one and you want to see more of my content, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload, and give this video a thumbs up because all three of those things really help support my channel. And I will see you guys all in next week's video. I can't wait to get home and read. Bye.